Hey guys, it's Rebecca. For those of you who don't know me, I am an extraterrestrial contactee, a galactic channeler, a psychic medium, and I work in the Akashic Records, and my job is to help you along your spiritual path. So, I'm feeling very called today to talk about spiritual practices and how much energy, how much effort, how much consistency we should be putting into our own spiritual practices. And when I'm talking about spiritual practices, I'm talking about anything from meditation, breath work, prayer, talking with your guides, altar work, movement like somatics or yoga, energy work like Reiki, all different kinds of things with the intention to heal, to grow, to ultimately raise our vibration. The number one biggest question that I get from you guys across all of my social media platforms and even on my Patreon is, how can I raise my vibration? And what came to me today, because there's a million different ways that there's an infinite number of ways that you can raise your vibration. You can engage in things that bring you joy, that light up your heart, that bring you that feeling of love, of expansion, of happiness, of joy. You can, try to realign from coming from a dense place of judgment or conflict or resentment or anger or fear. Try to realign with a vibration of love, compassion, acceptance, understanding. There's so many different ways. You can go ground, you can do breath work, all the different things, right? But what I realized, I got this download, is that one of the things that block us, that prevent us from raising our individual vibration, is all of the energy that individually we place on, the expectations we put on ourselves to be a certain place spiritually, to be this far along, or to be able to communicate in this way with your guides. Or there's this energy of, you have to do this or you're not going to be okay. There are people who are religiously spending hours in meditation and then feeling guilty if they're not able to put that time in on any given day. And when we put that kind of pressure on ourselves, you have to do this to raise your vibration so that you can ascend, and we're actually lowering our vibration by doing that. When we're putting those kinds of expectations on ourselves from that voice in our head, that critical voice that says, you are not good enough, you are not doing good enough, you need to do more, you have to do this, do more, do this, do less, be this, be that, move right, move left. It is like a drill sergeant saying, if you don't do this, you're going to get in trouble, you're not going to be okay, and you're not safe. And the thing is, you are safe. You are always safe. You will always be safe because you are being divinely guided, not only by your spirit team, but by your ancestors, by the galactics, by your galactic families, and by Source. And the idea is to realign from this tense, resistant energy of you must, you have to be better, you have to be like that channeler or like this channeler, you have to be able to communicate telepathically, and you have to be able to, have visions. And nobody is creating those expectations for you but you. Nobody, not even Source Creator, expects you to be anything other than exactly what you are. You are perfect, you are divine, and you are powerful exactly where you are. You do not need to be different. Being able to align with a vibration of, I want to change, I want to come from a place of unconditional love, I want to come from a place of light, Sorry, my fan is probably loud. I don't want to see people in judgment, in competition. I don't want to come from that place. That is going to raise your vibration. Just the intention, just the wanting, the willingness to do that says everything about you. We are so hard on ourselves, and we have learned to be hard on ourselves through societal indoctrination, through the school systems, through our parents, even if they had really, really good intentions. That's what they learned. And so that's what they taught us. So all of this pressure you're putting on yourselves, I do it too. I catch myself, and I'm pretty good at catching myself these days. All of that pressure that you have to be a certain place, I have to be this place, I have to be that place, that is putting more distance between you and the version of yourself that is embodying your higher self. It is putting distance between you. So what do I do instead? What I do is, if I'm tired, I rest. If I don't have the motivation to sit down and do a meditation, I don't. If I am worried that, my spiritual gifts are not going to expand at the rate and the acceleration that I think they should expand in order for me to be on the right path, for me to be moving ahead, for me to be on the ascension path, whatever it is that the lies that we tell ourselves, I just let that go. I surrender that, because I know, not I believe, I know that I am being guided to exactly where I am supposed to be. And I know that I will get there. We have to learn how to let go of the reins, to relinquish control, to move with the universal flow of energy, of existence. Everything is okay. Everything will be okay. No matter what happens, we are divine sparks of God, and we are exactly where we are supposed to be, no matter how much pain, suffering, fear, resistance we experience. That is where we are supposed to be at that moment. That is what our souls chose for that moment, for this season of our lives, or for this lifetime, depending on the theme, depending on the thing that we're exploring, that we're growing through, that we're learning. Stop putting pressure on yourselves. You are perfect. I am perfect. We are perfection. Yes, we want to take action. We want to move forward. We want to learn. We want to grow, especially when you're first awakening. You want to learn everything. I totally get that. I am with you. I wanted to learn everything about astrology and the Akashic records and human design and the galactics and, all of that stuff, all the conspiracies. I wanted to learn all of it. But I know now, after some time, after accepting in my guides to guide me, to give me insight, to inspire my actions, my thinking, I know that anything I need to know will come if I just stay in the universal flow. That is how I arrived at the place that I am currently in my life. I relinquished control over what my life was supposed to look like. I surrendered, and the universe knew. The universe always knows. Your guides know what your plan is, what's going to bring you that joy, that excitement, that aligned feeling of I have arrived. And I learned how to trust them. And I learned through interacting with them time and time again that they don't like when I'm putting pressure on myself to do this or do that, or they don't like that. They want me to do what I feel called to do. So if you feel called to spend an hour every morning and an hour every night and whatever time in between meditating and working on your spiritual development, then do that. That's an alignment. But if you are forcing yourself to do it, if it is a constant daily pressure and I feel guilty that I'm not doing it, then you need to take a step back and reevaluate the energy, the frequency that you are aligning with. Is this a supportive, expansive energy, or is it not? Give yourself a break. Give yourself some grace. Love yourself the way they love us, without condition, no matter what you do or what you don't do. Love yourself. That is truly how we heal. That is how we ascend. That is how we raise our vibration. And that is how we find peace, joy, and freedom in this lifetime. I love each and every one of you so much, and I will see you soon. Happy ascension.